advantageous depending on how you play it, but we'll have to see them try and clutch things up. As we see the Yoga Squad head over towards this B site, two players are waiting for them as for some reason Malcolm decides I'm just going to hang out and spawn. But it's a nice little split push or split setup on the B site. As you can see, Screet in... Excuse me, I have an Oreo stuck in my throat. You can see Screet was set up in the back, and we're going to see the early setup towards this back side. Outstanding is going to start to push forward as Yoga have already lost that first pick. Flash in, that'll be a pop flash for the team, but nobody is there to receive on the CT side. Ims is on this back side of A. We'll see what they can do with it. Oh, they run away at the perfect time just to avoid all of the pressure, and they'll play the long range, but Outstanding gets the opening frag, at least in the action, onto Kuno. That will get the bomb planted, and it's into the 4 versus 4. As Screet, with this USP, will start to push up the ramp. They'll look for a headshot. They cannot seem to find one, at least not just yet. They'll continue to look for it. Vertage, a nice kill as they take out Outstanding. It is that Outstanding player removed for the time being. The bomb is planted for Catwalk. Nick, a nice kill as down goes that same player, but Vitrage with the defuse. Screet, another triple as they just shut down that Catwalk T presence. And it's a round on the board for Gacha. They win the knife round, and they win pistol behind it. Gives them a nice ground to stand on. They will buy up into this. It will be 4 Galils on that T side, as they did plant that bomb, so they will have some cash in the bank. But on the other side, it's 4 MP9s and Iskal with the Scout. See what they can do with it, but those 4 SMGs are going to be dangerous at close range, and that's what I'm going to assume Gacha will try to play with them. So you can see there's that Molotov, just denying presence in the mid position. Hypex from a distance can only do so much looking through the fire and the flames. Metallica would be proud. Shot across from Hypex. They won't land anything. Nice little smoke on top of the door hinge there. That will allow the catwalk play without any pressure from the CT side of mid. Of course, that scout denied the angle in. It'll make their life a little difficult. However, look at Vitrage. They're in a perfect spot as they will just sit in this close corner. Are they going to be peaked? Yes, they will. Vitrage with 1. They'll look for a second, but they have help. They will be taken out, but Kuno does get the kill just the same. It's a double or pull loop as they look for more, but it's now brought down to the 2 versus 1 after a flurry of kills in 2 various positions. We'll see what Imps can do with this. There is not much they can do. Maybe try and grab a Galil. It's 2 low HP players. As in they go. Oh, they look down at the worst time. They get headshot into oblivion. Yoga deny the pistol round conversion. Gacha is shut down. And we'll see a further executed buy coming through from this Yoga side. They'll continue with the 2 Galils they saved over. A Deagle for Hypex as they just decide to buy armor and nades. The Krieg on the board for Pool Loop as we'll see them bring that out. And of course, Malcolm on that AK you saw bought out the first time we saw them. I really don't like the chances of the CTs here. Screet looking to push forward. It'll be their teammate taken out, but they will refrag. They see the second player as well. They try and get the shot, but they just barely miss. Goose through the wall. Flashbang in. It flashes nobody. But the push through Outstanding removes Kuno. That is mid given over. The quick rotate has to come over towards this A site, and there's just not enough gunpowder. There's not enough they can do. Vitrage just sitting at the back of CT. They're not doing anything, unfortunately. Nobody is there to receive any bullets. And Screet moving across. They really can't do much, just the same. Nice flash over. That may blind a player or 2, but they will have to play the long angle. They will hit nothing but thin air. Hypex will throw out a flash of their own. It'll allow the bomb to push in. Vitrage in a perfect position if they want to try and jump peek it. They'll miss the Deagle shots. They'll be taken out. Hypex converting with their Deagle as, Iskal in an awful position. They'll be forced back. Molotov will be put down into their position. The long angle from Screet, there's not too much they can do there. They will push in nonetheless, but at this point, just save your deagle, save your armor. They weren't really buying this one to try and bring out the round. Nice. Oh, Screet, a double. Looking for the third. Can they hit the shot? Just barely missing. They'll be peaked by Outstanding. Iskall left alone. They have no kit. The lone kit that was bought out is left on the ramp. A nice kill from Outstanding to remove Iskall, who could not get the round. Nari, who is asking about X-Ray. Currently, there's a little bit of an issue. We can't currently turn on X-Ray because it's on. Our observer has it on, but it's a server-sided issue. I'm honestly not sure what the heck is happening, but it seems like there's a little bit of an issue with it. I do apologize, but there's not too much we can do. Sorry about that. Maybe we'll see this push in through CT yet again. Taking a look at their buy, they didn't buy too much. They bought USPs, or they had USPs. They bought two P250s. They have a 5.7 on screen and Vitrage with the Deagle. There's not too much they can do in this round. It will be Malcolm all the way around on the car position. They will be removed by Ints, and that will be a nice opening frag, but honestly, not much they can do with this. They also have a Galil. I'm not really sure where they grabbed that one from. It couldn't have been saved over in the previous round. It must have been grabbed in the spawn position. This is plausible, but Vitrage being removed makes it a little more difficult. In comes the peak. Pool taking a little bit of damage. Outstanding removing Kuno from the equation. It's now an inequality, as Iskall from a long distance. Only so much they can do with that Deagle. This round will go the way of Yoga yet again, but the question is, how much damage will be done onto them? You can see the little head of the CT there. They're in a perfect position, but miss the shot. Iskall, no. They may even be over pushed in the same position. They will be peaked. AK is dropped. Oh no. Will that just be given over for free? They will try and grab it. They will do just that. They won't even peek. They've given away the guns for free. Gacha will not win the round, but they will pick up free ARs, as one was picked up in the spawn, one picked up off an enemy, and the last one picked up off that last dead player. Nice job from Gacha, a relatively decent save round for them. They took away 2 weapons, technically 3 if you count the one in spawn. And of course, well, they didn't buy too much into it. Nice smoke in. That will allow the peek up. No, he misses! Oh no! Vitrage! Oh, I was right in front of him, and he has a player peeking him from the right. There's no way he's ready for Malcolm. Malcolm gets the kill. Vitrage, no! I don't know how that shot missed. What the heck happened there? Oh, that's the AWP down. That's money off the board. Screet just going to spray in. We'll do a decent bit of damage. 20 is all onto Malcolm. What the heck just happened? Oh, no. Oh, that's what we like to call unfortunate. Off has been given over. Outstanding will pick it up. Screet forced to reposition. They'll be smoked off. It's virtually a 5v1 if they head on to this B site. That's exactly what they'll do. Screet deciding, hey, I'm just going to jump and give away my position. Ints will be removed on that B site just the same. AKs across the board, or at least better than that, on this Yoga Squad side. They're in such a good spot right now. This round's going to go their way. That nade went towards the top of mid, but it really didn't land on anything. Nobody was there. It's going to be the round for Yoga. They'll try and continue off of it, maybe have guns taken away from the other team. Oh, no, Nick misses the spray. It's a flurry of errors on this side. The AWP has been picked up by Iskall, so we will see them having that in hand. It has not been totally lost for Gacha, but the round itself has been. And honestly, it's been thrown away. Gacha has Iskall just completely miss a shot in mid. Kuno will remove Malcolm, so that's 1 AK off the board. Outstanding takes about 75 damage from that bomb exploding, but they'll stay alive nonetheless. I don't think they're too upset about that. I gotta be honest, I don't know what the heck just happened. I don't know how on God's green earth they missed the shot in mid. Vitrage having the op stripped away from them by Iskall. They're like, yeah, mine now, thank you very much. And I really can't blame them for it. Outstanding is going to miss a gamble shot in mid, and oh, it opens up the push from Vitrage, who pushes a smoke in. They'll continue to play this Xbox position, but in an odd situation, there's only so much you can do. 5 players stacked up outside of this B tunnels. We'll see if they peek into it. The angle looks to be there. Iskall sees an arm. They hit the shot even while blind. They'll throw a flashbang of their own and continue with another, as they will most likely peek into it. They'll even do damage onto Outstanding with the wallbang. They will not hit the next shot. They will be burned to death. Burnt to a crisp is the opper in the back of sight. Screet will net one through a wall, but Nick turns it right back onto Iskall with that fire. Vitrage and Screet will close out the round. It looks to be a double up setup from Gacha, as Kuno and Screet picking those up off of the floor. Surprisingly not being dropped over to Vitrage. I will continue with that. I'm assuming Vitrage in the previous round or 2 rounds ago attempted to just use the op because they had a better spawn. We'll see them instead just decide to stick with the AK, as Yoga get decimated on their entrance into B, playing that ninja position perfectly on the B site. Well done. Just to hold things down and lock things down as the anchor on that all-important B site. Peek's going to come across, AWP still in hand. They will miss that shot. A flurry of misses have come through in this one so far, as Molotovs will again miss. A little bit of a trend is being set here. Kuno will push forward, see what they can do. Odd little crosshair for them. It's a red. They will net the kill, but they'll be repeaked. What are they heard the Mac 10. They heard the footsteps. What is going on? I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea. In comes the peak. They do not care. Oh, it's looking for the double. Pull will turn it back, but it just feels bad as it's Yoga on the back foot yet again. Oh, nice shot from Iskall. They play the smoke perfectly. It's into the 1 versus 3. Outstanding needs to be just that in this 3 versus 1 situation. It's Kits along with an HE and 2 flashes, as Vitrage landing a nice shot across. Down goes Outstanding, and down goes that Yoga Squad's built-up lead. It's been brought within 1. It's 4-3 on the scoreboard, as Gacha finally find their footing. A little bit of BM on that dead body you could see from Screet with the AWP in hand. Gacha establishing control on this defensive side. And this is exactly what you need. If you're not establishing control as a CT side, you're not going to win at all. And we'll see them attempt to push forward with it. Iskall picking up that AWP again. Smoke will come through. That'll go to the back of tunnels, and a very well-placed smoke. But in comes the push nonetheless. They do not care. They do not respect the smoke. And you can see exactly why. It's pistols on the board for them. Not a single kill. Oh, Iskall still gets 1. Somehow stays alive long enough to do damage as well. Outstanding. Drop to 8 HP. Molotov will go in. That'll do a decent bit of damage. Palul will be dropped. Looking for more is Vitrage, but the peaks come across. Kuno misses an entire clip, -4 bullets. In comes the push nonetheless. You can see the car position being cleared. There's nobody there. It will be the last player is Nick. Tech 9 in hand. They'll do their best to deny as much as they can. But there's only so much you can do with this $500 pistol. A little bit of team damage done, but it will be only 1 kill netted. They will be taken out nonetheless as time ticks away. No armor and no Tech 9 saved over. Gacha pick up their 4th round. They tied things up dead even. And that's what they needed to bring things back, as some explicit rounds in their favor, and, well, some deadly ones going against Yoga Squad. Speaking of Yoga Squad, Nick's just going to push out long. They do not care, and Screet can't see a dang thing. Kuno removed as they tried to make the pit dash. It was shut down by Nick. They had no chill. Nick getting a nice free frag onto Kuno, who is, well, removed from our 9th round. Palul looking to set themselves up. The Yoga Squad establishing a mid to A presence, and maybe even trying to set that up for the later part of the round. Vitrage peeking around. We'll see what control they can get. But they know that smoke has been placed. That does actually miss. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that smoke has missed the mark it was supposed to land on. So it's a little difficult for Yoga Squad to set up and justify that mid to A presence. As you can see on your mini-map at the top left of your screen, Vitrage in a perfect position to look towards mid and towards catwalk. 4 players making their way up long. Damage on a cross. Screet will only be shut down. They won't net a single kill. Ince will, however, as Hypex is removed. Palul removing Vitrage, but they're not ready for Iskall. The doubled ops in the middle position. In this Molotov, the push may even come through it, but it does not look to be so, as they just bide their time. They are awaiting the perfect time to push. They do peek around, but Nick will shut them down. 1 HP is all that keeps Nick alive. The shot will come through from Iskall, but I have completely lagged. I can't see a dang thing as my Counter-Strike has died. I'm not going to lie to you, I have no idea what the heck is going on. Playing by ear, it sounds like Iskall's still alive, AWP in hand. They will try and push across, but there's only so much they can do. They will be shut down. Yoga Squad will net themselves the round. I'm going to restart my Counter-Strike, so for the time being, I cannot see the game. I am not kidding. I was quite literally casting that by ear. Yeah, so we are running things straight through a mobile host. Only so much I could have done there. I apologize. I'm gonna hit console control V, connect to the ABR hosting. Like, speaking of ABR hosting, I want to thank them very much for hosting the tournament overall. They've been amazing. Their servers have been great. My Counter-Strike, however, has not. It does not like me, so don't mind that. Yeah, the game quite literally died. I have returned to the game, so we are good to go. I'm also going to look back at our amazing observer feed, courtesy of Juke. Again, awesome dude. You should totally go follow him on Twitter at JukeCast. Inst is going to look across, but they will be shut down. Hypex, a nice frag in. The AK will come out on top of that and take no damage in return. So a little difficult as, well, the CT's being shut down at their entry yet again. Bitrage playing a one-way. Hypex dropped to 4 health. Polul will be dropped entirely. Iskall, a nice kill, and the Hypex finishing off that kill as they double up. Was that a wallbang I saw, or was it just a collateral entirely? Either way, it's Nick. 1 versus 3. Screech shuts them down. They'll pick up the AWP for a teammate, and Gacha Esports tie things up yet again. Amazing job from them to lock out the A site even after dropping the initial frag. They did not even win the opening duel and still shut down that A position. Astounding from them. That's amazing. That is high quality, well done. Hypex now shut down and brought down to a deagle. Outstanding will be brought down to that AWP as well. A play onto them was to their namesake. AKs for Polul and Nick as they'll try and do their best with it, but with Malcolm on the MAC-10, they've been doing a decent bit of the fragging so far as they're basically dead even with the rest of their team. Yoga Squad almost dead even across the board, to be completely honest with you. Nice frag in. Outstanding drop. That AWP is taken out. Again, the door hinge smoke set up for the catwalk push. The A split, however, is already prepared for. Malcolm Reed is about to peek into 2 players readily waiting for them. We'll see if it goes their way. In comes the peek from the AWP. Are they ready for the low tier player? Oh, no, they are! What? How does Malcolm Reed get the kill? He doubles up as well. Ints only gets 1 onto Hypex, and that's because they were limited with the AWP. What the heck just happened? How the heck do Yoga Squad come out on top of that trade? Malcolm Reed, what the heck happened? Polul and Nick both dropped to basically a combined 20 health. Nice kill across from Iskall into Nick, but not before Polul can remove their teammate. It's into the 1 versus 2, at least on that B site. Iskall, a nice kill into Malcolm. They will be pushed out of the site itself, but Polul, 20 seconds left. They will be forced to plant. They will push in. Oh, no, they've got timing. They've gotten the kill onto Kuno as well. It's into the 1 versus 1. Iskall left alone. AWP in hand. We'll see what they can do with it. They will peek across. They will see the player, and they'll hit the wall bang. Iskall with the 3K, with a little bit of a clutch as well on the B site. Gacha Esports will finally take the lead. And if my math is correct, for the first time so far in this one, other than pistol round, which, again, it's pistol round. So just remember that. Hey, I gotta say, good round. Well done from those defenders. The CTs lock things down yet again. This time off the back of Iskall. A wildly missed smoke we saw in mid and double Molotov. This is utilized chalk round here. As I forget how to speak English. FitRage, a nice opening frag, but Hypex, a kill of their own. Iskall finishes off the damage Hypex as they were sitting in the fire. Malcolm Reed, how do they get that kill? How are they allowed to get that frag? Outstanding with the M4 in hand. They will make their way over towards this B site. But Screet in a perfect position to deny it. If they just hang out here, they'll get one. Oh no! Nick! What the heck happened? Screet is dropped. They dropped the ball entirely. It's into the 2 versus 3. Another M4 netted to the side of Yoga Squad. Ints will start to push in. M4A1S in hand. Flashbang over will allow their peek in, and they get the kill onto Malcolm, who was just unprepared. Iskall with the USP will drop outstanding. It's into the 1 versus 2. Iskall with the AWP nets themselves yet another 3K on the board. Ints will take out that bomb. They will defuse that, and what the heck just happened? How the heck does that in any way, shape, or form go the way of Yoga Squad at all? And then Gacha just hold W into sight off the back of a flashbang. They get 2 silenced kills, and then the loudest weapon in the game comes through. It nets them a kill just the same. Yoga Squad still have a buy on the board. Gacha on the back foot even after winning, as Imps left to the FAMAS, but the rest of the squad still has a little bit of money left over, at least Screet and Iskall do. And with a $1,150 of their own, while Malcolm Reed looks to make their presence known in mid. Default CT smoke will come through. VitRage in a perfect position. They're playing anti-flash. They will play off the flash, but no! Not another missed shot from Gacha. I cannot stand this anymore. We will see Screet from behind. They will get the kill. Iskall with a kill of their own. Nick is dropped, but the play comes in to be. It's the split to come through. Malcolm Reed still locked in mid. They are going to be killed from behind, but Hypex kills him! I'm done. I just threw my headset. I don't know how the heck this is happening. Screet's playing in the tunnels. I have lost my mind. What the heck is going on? Hypex will stay alive somehow, some way. I'm at a loss for words. It's gonna have to be the CT play. Screet on 45 HP. They'll have to push their way in, and for some reason, Malcolm peeks across. Somehow they stay alive. If this round does not go the way of Yoga Squad, I will be infinitely astounded. The bomb is planted on top of the box. Oh no, in front of it. So in an awful position. As, yeah, there's Hypex getting the kill. Screet is dropped. I have lost my mind. Yoga Squad have brought it back within 1. And the T side need to be counting their lucky stars and, well, the timing gods, which have netted them round number 13. We head into the 14th of such. We'll see if Yoga Squad have the potential to win this half, or if they will just be tied up, or, well, even in a disadvantageous position. Nick with 1, but Screet, the strafing headshot, they'll get another as well. Hypex takes out Iskall on the opposing side of the map. The Screet picks up the AWP. Kuno will be netted a free Galil. And Yoga Esports have no idea, or Yoga Squad, sorry, have no idea the B site is clear. The mid play will come through, at least all the way around, as Reed locks down that mid position from the barrels. But why are they rotating so far around? How the heck have the Yoga Squad not planted yet? Finally, they do. Hypex will smoke off the B doors. They will throw a Molotov into the window, but the push comes in nonetheless. Kuno doesn't respect it. Halul will get the refrag. It's back even. VitRage with only a deagle in hand. Screet with that AWP. In comes the push. VitRage, perfect position. They need to just look down. They have to look straight down, but they will do nothing of the sort. The AWP will be saved by Screet. The round will go the way of Yoga Squad. And I gotta say, I don't know how the heck I don't get it. Yoga Squad have somehow not been buying lottery tickets every day of the week this week to expire their luck entirely. They've had timing go their way at just about every turn. Unless it goes miraculously the way of Gacha, I don't understand this game. Counter-Strike will infinitely confuse me. It's astounding to me. Yeah, the problem with this is Dust 2 is a terrible map. So is Mirage. You can quote me on that. Two of the worst maps in Counter-Strike. I feel like we should play Inferno again. I know how my production crew feels about Inferno, as I don't think they're huge fans of it, but yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Hypex making a little bit of room in the catwalk position. They're also making a crap ton of noise. Kuno afforded a lot of intel. Inferno, best map. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Volpid. Yes, we do. We bring up Inferno all the time. Apparently, I was looking at stats. Can somebody tell me how many times Inferno's been played versus any other map entirely on stream? I know we have that stat somewhere. So if somebody could drop that in Twitch chat, that'd be amazing. Will be the A play. 55 seconds left on the clock as they start to initiate things only 60 seconds into the round. Screet doubles up, though. They have no chill. It's the flank to come through from the top of middle. They are locked down in the catwalk position. Kuno in the mid doors, in an amazing spot, but they only get one, at least so far. A nice opening frag, at least onto the site. AK and AWP up against four very dangerous Gacha Esports players. Outstanding, hitting a nice shot onto Vitrage, but in Swill drop Hypex. It's into the 1 versus 5. Outstanding is dropped. The half will conclude, and Gacha Esports will end things the same way they started, with a round win and a well-timed one as well, with a bomb defusal. I'm looking at the scoreboard. 17 kills for Iskall and Screet through those first 15 rounds. The highest on the opposing side is Malcolm Reed with 13 for the Yoga Squad. You could just see after those initial few rounds, it was not a lot of dying for Iskall and Screet. They dropped the 4 of the first 5, but after that, it was just so difficult for them. It's insane. I gotta say. Yeah, so apparently we do not have the statistics because Inferno was not played as much as I thought it was, at least in the last week. But the week before that, I think 7 of the 8 games were on Inferno, and the last one was on Overpass of all of them. So, interesting there. But we will see a CT timeout coming through. They will take a second as the Yoga Squad want to take a breather. And you can't blame them for them, as they now have 3 timeouts remaining. Gacha Esports still with 4 on the board. They have some time left over. As why did it say counter terrorist timeout 0 out of 4? Game bug? Hello? And anybody know about that? I am eternally confused. But it'll be 30 seconds nonetheless. It will be the round to kick off as the second half kicks underway. Gacha on this T side, after bringing things back in the CT side, I really didn't think they had it in them, to be completely honest with you. This is an elimination match, so the loser will go home. Winner will make it to the bracket side of the playoffs, but it's the mid play early on, and a lot of damage done. Vitrage just removes Hypex. They don't really care, but Nick protects their teammate. Imps will remove Outstanding, and somehow Malcolm Reed and Palul will remove Screet and Iskall, respectively. Bomb is on the B site. It will be planted in that default position. We will see the push come through. It'll be 3 players in the middle spot to try and make some room. Flashbang over. That will establish some control and establish where the push is coming through. Oh no, it doesn't look like they can see a thing. Somehow they're still alive. Imps gets the kill into Malcolm. They look to stay alive. How the heck is this not ended the round yet? Imps gets the kill into Nick. They will try and do their best. They still have a decoy in hand. Maybe try to use the decoy flash. Palul will get the kill on Imps. A comedy of errors, a flurry of missed shots. I don't know how the heck either of these teams are still in the playoffs. But the bomb will be defused nonetheless. Yoga Squad somehow end the round with a win. I'm looking at the chat. Quote, how are we win this from Hypex? I don't know how they win this either. What the heck just happened? Yeah, that is all. I think I've had my fair share of missed shots for the day. You guys can stop messing around and start, well, putting your crosshair on players at the same time you hit mouse 1. It's usually an effective strat if you want to, well, win gunfights. Just saying. Hypex fully blind on the site. They will be pushed off the position. But we'll see what they can do with it. The bomb does rely on the back of Iskul. One-way smoke will come through. That will allow the push across. They're not actually going to throw the one-way in. It will just deny the line of sight. Ints will push down. They'll hit the headshot onto Polul, and they'll drop that mid-player. But Vitrage, a nice kill of their own. Nick doubles up with the FAMAS. They're back even. As it's into the 3 versus 3. Malcolm Reed escaping with their life, just barely. But Iskul, with a scout in hand, will start to just push forward. They do think better of it. As the mid peak comes through from outstanding, the scout does not see anybody just yet. They do see Vitrage, but Vitrage reacts quicker. The wallbang headshot. And wow, that's a nice shot. Alexa is reminding everybody to call a friend or go outside. Screet will hit the nice shot there, and yeah, Alexa being a little loud. Nick gets the nice kill onto Vitrage, as Nick looking for more. They're already on the 3K. The ace is on the board if they can net it. They're in that 1 versus 2 situation. They are forced into the ace clutch scenario should they win the round. In comes a peek. Iskul. Good night, Moon. Nick removed. Hello, headshot, and hello, wallbang. That's a little rude if I do say so myself. That's nuts. I can't believe he hits that shot. That's absurd. They're forced onto pistols on the defensive side. Deagles are afoot with the lone CZ on Malcolm Reed. Yoga Squad could not convert their pistol round win, and Hypex could not even do any damage in this middle position. Polul will push through. Oh no. This is a perfect flank. The info should be there, but they jump and they make noise. The info still on the side of Yoga, but Screet just sprays through. No care in the world, no respect for the smoke. Kuno will drop Malcolm. Vitrage removes Polul in mid. It is outstanding. Another ace clutch situation for outstanding. Is I was not using that as a verb, I was using it as a proper noun. They will be left alone. Deagle will net themselves 1. 15 HP is all that remains between them and a Gacha 10th. And there you go. Gacha do pick up 10 as they take the 2-round lead. And the Yoga Squad trying to net as much as they can, but $2,000 a player. They're forced to USPs. I cannot stress this enough. Why buy? You saw head armor and chest armor bought throughout most of those players on Yoga Squad in the previous round, and they didn't even net anything out of it. Iskul, a nice shot as they net a second onto Polul. They'll net a third. Screet will take away the ace possibility. It's actually a buddy ace. 5 kills between 2 players, 3 and 2 respectively between Iskul and Screet. The AWP and AK will shut down that W attempt from those defenders, and it doesn't really go their way. Gacha continuing to push through. Nari saying that Yoga does not have a CT side and expecting a 16-10. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised with a 16-8 because of how much control Gacha have just taken on this T side. FAMAS in hand for Kuno. They have not had to buy in the last 2 rounds. They will just peek across. They'll shoulder peek what they believe is maybe an AWP on the other side, but, well, nobody is there with a big green gun in hand. There's a gap in that smoke. Oh, no. This is not good. Nade will come through. It'll hit nothing but thin air. There still is that gap as the Molotov, well, just wildly misses and goes off the side of the map. A little bit difficult for them, but still sitting behind that smoke is what looks to be Kuno with the FAMAS. They do back out in the end. As Palul still playing this close position, they play in front of the CT smoke, which will not catch them. Oh no, they don't clear it. Palul will only get one before being shut down by Screet. And Screet saying, no thank you, you shall not pass through my smoke. Malcolm a nice kill onto Screet. They'll look to double up, but they are shut down, but not before doing a bunch of damage onto Vitrage, who is finally shut down themselves. Hypex finishing off that kill. It's 2 versus 3. Smoke will be dropped into the mid doors, as it does allow for the T's to gain some more room. Playing inside of that smoke is Hypex. They may just walk through it. They do just that. Flash does come through, but it does not flash Kuno. Outstanding gets the kill back onto Kuno. Iskul with the frag of their own. They even do damage straight through Outstanding. Nick is dropped to 14 health. They are one Tech 9 shot away from dying. Gacha stuck in this position, and they have gotten Nick, as that's what you should really drop in chat if you hit shots like that. Gotcha, as that team does net themselves a 12th. Yoga Squad on the back foot again. They can't seem to net anything, much less a round. Clutches not going their way. Multi-kills almost going the way of Gotcha through different players with AWPs in hand. Yoga Squad just struggling here. We're going to see Nick, the only one to keep anything into the round. They have that M4 from the previous one. AWP still in hand for Iskul. It's 3 Deagles, a USP, and an M4A4. That's all that resides on this Yoga Squad side. Malcolm will not even get one. They'll do about 47 damage on Discreet. We'll see what they can do with it. Vitrage, nice shot across. Palul will be dropped. Deagle will drop Imps, but Screet turns it right back. The refrag machine is Gotcha. Screet will help Kuno with a frag onto Outstanding. It's a 1 versus 4. Nick left alone. Only 35 HP between them and a very shallow grave here on Dust 2. Bomb will be planted on the B site. This round's going to go the way it Gotcha, but will it be with a living player on Yoga? No, it will not. They will only do a little bit of damage. Vitrage will survive with 8 HP, 9 HP actually of their own. And it's another CT timeout. They do actually only have 2 timeouts remaining. Don't believe the graphic. It's a game bug. Don't believe the graphic. But I gotta say, it's just been such a struggle for them. They've had such a difficult time attempting to establish any control on this defensive side. And you can see, all they've done is net themselves a pistol. That's it. And we've all seen how effective pistols are, as they almost always lose the second round after it. Of course, with the bomb being planted, and that's the money over towards that T side. We saw it in the first half. We've seen it in the second. 13-8 the scoreline. We head to the 22nd round of a possible 30 in regulation. Iskul will line up an E-box smoke dangerously as well. They'll throw that out and then already look towards that middle position. It looks to be the W hold through Suicide and in through middle, as they do not care. They do not seem to have any regard for this defense. In comes the push. Outstanding, a nice kill and Discreet. No refrag will come through, as finally an opening frag goes the way of Yoga. Kuno taking some damage in the mid. We'll see what they can do with it. As Yoga finally on the front foot, both damage-wise, manpower-wise, and, well, control-wise, as they finally have weapons on their side. No head armors required for a few of these players. You can see they really didn't have the money for it anyway. Kuno looking towards lower tons, but nobody's there. Just the flank watch is important. Getting into that rhythm on the T side is important. Locking things down and making sure you can do as much as you can. Smokes will come through, as will what seems to be a flashbang. Molotov onto the site. Oh, outstanding. In a difficult position. They will throw the smoke behind them, so they're still in a decent spot in order to hold things down. But Imps will get the kill. They will not be able to double up, as Nick turns the frag right back. 3 versus 4. The push will finally come on towards this ace site. As some smoke will be put in front of Nick's feet. Vitrage, a nice kill into Palul. They will drop the long player. Vitrage, a double onto Nick. They have that second on the round, but they've been dropped to only 2 points of health. A well-placed sneeze will take them out, but Kuno, with well-placed shots, will remove Hypex. Iskall, a team kill onto Kuno, attempting to remove Malcolm. They will get the headshot with the AWP nonetheless, and they will net Gacha yet another round. Yoga Squad struggling again. I don't even know what they're going to try and do here. With the nades in hand, all they have is a poorly put together buy. Deagles for 3 players, a scout for another, and Nick full buying down to nothing. Reed being dropped to 13 HP. It's a game of misfortune, a dust 2 of difficulty for the Yoga Squad. Street, a nice opener. Vitrage, another for them. Palul, a lucky shot through the smoke, but Screet turns it right back. This round's again gonna go the way of Yoga, but hello? Palul? They will get a double in mid, a triple on the round. The information's given over. Somehow Outstanding is still alive. An outstanding effort from them. I apologize for the wordplay, but I'm going to continue to do it until this map ends. Gacha Esports. 14-8 for them, and it's just going to be an AK save. This round's over. The 2 versus 1 is all that remains. You can't do anything to stop this Gacha attack. And, well, they've got you. That's American slang. For everybody who's EU here, I apologize for making absolutely no sense to some of you. Screet will look across. Audio given away. Will they check the close corner? Oh, no. Oh, Screet's dropped. Outstanding down to 19 health. Iskall just holding W, trying to take this gun away. I don't think they have the time to do so. They will peek down the less. No. They overpeak and they spray into the wrong position. 15 rounds on the board for the Gacha Esports T side. They've gained now 7 in a row, as they cannot be stopped in anything other than a pistol round. Oh, the Daks are out. Well, Dak singular. Screet will look through mid. They will not yet a frag, or net a frag, just yet. They won't even do any damage. Nick, an awful timing. They will be forced to back up. A nice nade in will do about 40 damage. Flashbang to follow, but it won't flash anybody. Actually, it does flash Screet just a little bit. Imps dropped, looking for more. Kuno somehow dropped to 30 HP themselves, as they can't do anything with it. Screet's going to push through. They will nade onto the site. That'll do a decent bit of damage. Nick dropped to 13 health. They've done over 50 damage with that one nade. Hypex will drop Kuno, as that is the low HP player already gone. A nice frag onto Iskall as well. Yoga Squad seem to bring things back here. The peek in. Hypex, another on the street, and Vitrage will be dropped. Yoga Squad pick up a round on the CT side. Other than the pistol, they pick up a 9th, and they look for a 10th, but the money is somehow not there for Gacha. They're forced onto a difficult buy. Kuno will most likely have to drop a teammate, as actually it looks like Ince has already been dropped a weapon. No, not yet. Kuno will have to buy their teammate, as it'll be 1 AWP, 4 AKs across the board, and almost full utility for this Gacha Esports side. AWP is going to lock down the middle position. Screet will look to push forward, but a Molotov is blocking their early attempt, and they'll take 25 damage from it. Way to walk into it, I guess. Kuno will be dropped to 30 HP yet again off an early engagement. Oh, another one that has not gone their way. And just looking to establish control, as nice nade in. That'll do so much damage. A total of about 70 damage across the board. Iskall and Molotov into the back of B, possibly trying to bait a rotate across, but a lot of audio cues given over. It will be the A play. 2 players reside on the site. Outstanding in an outstanding position on the A ramp. They will look across, but flashed off the angle. They are also impeded by the Molotov, but playing it as a one-way, they will net a kill. Imps will get 1, but Outstanding turns it right back as Screet is taken out. Bomb will be planted. Nice nade in, but Imps down to 2 health. It's into the 1 versus 4, playing this Gandalf position, attempting to do their best impression of the character, but it looks like they will pass on the Yoga Squad as they net a 10th round. Nari looks to be correct, but I gotta say, it's been difficult for them. as they finally net 10 on this defense. And it may be more than that there, Nari, as no money is left over on the Gacha side. They netted 7 rounds in a row, yet are dead broke, like me after buying my 3090. Well, actually, that's not true. I still had a decent bit of money. I was very proud of myself. But we'll see what they continue to do. Oh, the W key into B. Vit Rage drops Hypex. This looks like it could be an eco round for this T side. They peek in with the Tech 9. They'll let a kill on the Nick. Oh no! The B rush. They hold W. Isco gets the kill. It's into the 1 versus 4. They will win the round. Isco with the M4A1S and the Tech 9 combination. A 16-10 finish. The 3K in the end. And a correct assumption from Nari from the previous rounds, as there is that best of 1 gone. Gacha Esports send themselves into the playoffs. Yoga Squad send themselves to the Shadow Realm with no CT presence whatsoever, other than a total of 3 rounds, one of which being a pistol, one of which being what seemed like an eco. And that is your best of 1 done. That is this Dust 2 attempt over. And that's astounding to see them do anything with it. I gotta say, that's amazing. I do believe we will get what seems like an interview in. Somebody in the voice chat with me, please correct me if I'm wrong. But it looks like the entire squad is in the little chilling chat there to be dragged in, possibly. So we'll see if they are pulled in. But that one's over. Gacha with the little poop emoji as what seems like their logo. They will send themselves in, and they will net themselves a playoff berth. The full lower bracket run will come through, and they actually upset the team that sent them down here. Dust 2 going their way, and the 4 square map will net them a free little map there. It looks like we will get an interview. I'm not sure if that's English, Loza. I'm not gonna lie to you, that does not look like English at all, but okay, sounds good to me. He said yes. Okay. EVET, EVET is what I was told on whether we're having an interview. Last time I checked, that is 100% a foreign language. Turkish. I'm being told it's Turkish. So there you go. There's your bit of information. Do we have a name on the person we're interviewing? Because I was assuming EVET was short for somebody's name, but I looked at the chilling channel and nobody in there is named anything like that. So we'll see what they are. And it looks like we are going to have a player dragged in. It's Malcolm Reed to be pulled into this one. Hello there, Malcolm.
Hello. Hello.
I was looking at the scoreboard, and after the first half, you guys had a decent shot at it, but the struggle really was just you could not net yourselves a CT round other than a pistol and a couple lucky ones. What was the issue there?
I think it was mainly because we just wasn't really comfortable in our positions, and as you could see, we mainly got fucked in like mid to Bs or like short takes. So as I was kind of the B anchor, I didn't really see what was happening. But I think mainly it was kind of our rotations, and so also just because like I think the opponent's skill level is like way above us. You know, they have like 3 level 10s, and we are around level 5 to 6. So yeah, just like winning the aim duels is gonna be very hard for us, and that's probably one of the reasons why it was very hard for us to convert any rounds on CT side. Since like when you're losing on CT side, it usually means that your aim isn't on point, and I think that was one of the things we lacked.
Okay, that's fair. I do want to question some things. I saw you anchoring down the B site, but it seemed like you had a little bit of trouble because your team just could not lock down the middle position. You were just stretched too thin. Only one man can do so much. And you attempted to look towards the B tunnels, but every time it seemed like the timing just did not go your way. Was it a lot of timing and a lot of just missed gunfights, or did you just happen to get rolled every single time?
I think it was just like we recently switched mid player. We had practiced Dust 2 quite a lot, but we recently switched like a few days before. And yeah, I do agree. It was very frustrating for me to like anchoring, and then we always lose mid, and I'm stuck looking at tunnels at the same time mid. And I'm kind of sick as well. Like I have probably corona, as you can tell by my voice.
I can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've really lost my voice. Like I can't talk at all. After today, I probably won't be able to talk at all because I've overused it so much. I yelling.
Fair enough. Well, as the IGL, I was looking at the bracket. It's currently up on stream for everybody to look at. We saw you guys send them to the lower bracket after round 1. So, what map was that on, and what was the difference between that map and this one?
It was Inferno. And,
that makes sense. That the production squad hates Inferno apparently. Favorite map for me, but production hates Inferno because it's played over way too much.
Yeah. Why we picked Dust 2 is because like I don't think Gacha has done any prep on other maps, to be honest. That was kind of our observation, as they heavily relied on the opponents to ban like Ancient and Nuke and like those weird maps, and then they focus on like the other maps that we have practiced. For example, they always banned Vertigo and Overpass, and those were our strongest maps. And then so we went out and practiced Ancient and Dust 2 as well, and our whole plan was to ban Inferno, since we analyzed that the only map they had really done much prep on was Inferno. But realizing now that Dust 2 is such a aim heavy map that they just like without any prep, they come in, and also because Dust 2 is such a puggy map that it kind of goes into their favor when they're so about, like their skill level is so much higher than ours.
That's fair. Well, I want to thank you very much for coming in for the interview. Consolations to you. And my last question is, do you have anything to say to chat and everybody who's been supporting you through this group stage before I do send you on your way?
No, I just want to shout out organizers, Loza, for example, or Screamy Guy, the caster. I think they did a very good job at making this tournament happen, and I'm just very happy to be able to be part of it. Even though we didn't make it to playoffs.
I didn't even know we had a caster named Screamy, man. That's an amazing thing. I totally am really upset at myself for not picking that name before he did. But thank you very much for joining me. Go rest your voice. It was a very good match from you guys, but a difficult one heading into the second half. Nari saying, go drink some water. And I agree. So go drink some water, rest your voice, and I hope you feel better.
Yeah, all right. Peace out, man.
All right. Well, that is Malcolm, who had a little bit of difficulty on the B site after their team had some difficulty in mid. Our second interview of the day will be Screet. If anybody in chat has any questions for Screet, now is an amazing time to put them in there, as I believe Screet will be dragged in here. Hello there, Screet. Nice timing.
Okay,
how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just chilling. Just winning Yoga Squad, as I'm supposed to do.
Well, we saw you guys play Yoga Squad over on Inferno, and that one didn't really go your way. Walk us through that first.
Yeah, well, before I get to that, can you drag in my teammate Iskal? He really wants to be in the podcast with me, so I would appreciate it if you could drag him in.
Losa or Turk, could you drag in Iskal? I think Losa is playing a little bit of a delay listening to the stream. There you go. There's Iskal. Hello there, Iskal.
Hello.
All right, so to start things off, walk us quickly through Inferno, which did not go your way and actually sent you to the lower bracket.
Yeah, well, on Inferno it was a big choke because our A side was lacking a lot of stuff, but I mean, it is what it is. We realized that after the game. We didn't look at the demo quite funny enough. And yeah, we just decided to focus a bit more and maybe, you know, win the Yoga squad and not let them win us so easily.
Fair enough. Well, we saw a little bit of a curveball thrown your way, as we saw a difficult situation. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit of a change for you guys, as they decided to ban Inferno, which went their way. They were expecting you to have no prep on Dust 2. Now, my question is, was that a correct assumption, or were they just completely incorrect? You guys had a butt ton of prep. Or were they correct in expecting you guys were just going to try and pug it out? Of course, you guys are a little bit of a higher level and face it, and what seemed like your aim being a little higher made your life a little easier. Well, walk me through that.
Yeah, well, they definitely are completely incorrect about the practice. You haven't practiced absolutely anything. So that's on them. They can think whatever. About the Inferno ban, it was quite expected. We were aiming to ban Vertigo, but at the end of it, we realized that we're a bit more like skilled than them, quote unquote bit. And since Dust 2 is such a T-sided map, and for T-side you need some great mechanics like Iskal, yes, it was quite obvious that we start with CT side and we just get them in T-side. So
Speaking of mechanics, Iskal, and now that you are here, and I'm actually very glad you are here,
Yes.
you had, if my math is correct, at least 4 multi-kills. Of being 3 or more, if not more than that, if you're counting 2Ks or greater. Are you just better at the game? Are you the next coming of Zywoo? What's going on here?
No, I've been in CFPL twice. I've started playing 1.6 with Delpan. Get Right Forest, and then I had a break for 3 years. Then I came back. I'm back in CFPL at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
So I have it mixed up. It's actually Zywoo being the next you, but you took a break. I see how I got
exactly.
it. Okay.
He
So-
continued playing for 3 years. I took a break for 3 years.
That's fair. We do have some questions for Screet. This is completely sarcastic. Please don't actually answer these. Screet, what is your breakfast routine, res, sense, posture angle, sleeping angle? How high do you wear your underwear? And this is apparently very important information that Nari in chat is looking for.
So, if you want, I can give you the full list. I'm not gonna go on podcast. You know, it's a bit private. You know, you gotta keep your secrets a bit private.
I feel like those are some answers for DMs. So
He
Nari
can-
is in
he-
chat.
He can just tell you he warms up his wrist in the morning. That's all you
Yeah,
need to know.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
For everybody who has children nearby, please move them away from the headphones.
Mine are asleep, so.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. Congratulations on making it to the bracket stage and out of groups in a very close fashion. Way to win Dust 2, and way to move yourselves on after coming all the way through. Well, I say all the way through two rounds of the lower bracket. Nice job to you guys.
Thank you.
Easy
Thank you.
Easy
All right, well, yeah, I've been told easy game in chat. That is going to be all for us. Thank you all very much for watching. My name's Time Delay. If you want to find me on Twitter and have me cast for you, I'm going to apologize in advance, but I'm TTLcast on Twitter. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in playoffs.
It's all on Nick. This could very well be the end of the game as we know it. Nick holding the Apps angle. Screet knows he's got to find him through that Apps wall. He's going to try and fake the defuse. He doesn't do it. He doesn't stick it. And Nick calls his bluff. We could actually prove, oh, wait a minute. They're going to rotate to A here. Surely they're herd coming, right? They're giving away so much intel just by running, and Imps goes down. It's Nick. Nick's got 2. They actually will. Screet's going to be able to drop outstanding. He's made it through, but the bomb hasn't. Nick, he shuts down Kuno right when they needed him most. Oh, no. You absolutely hate to see it. Screet can't do anything. Ladies and gentlemen, into it. That could be it. That could be it. Oh, man. Torment's got a couple of bullets here. He could try and make it work, maybe. They're all gonna try and knife him! Pixel pulls it off! That's a knife kill.
I think they're aware. Walton messes up the spray. Walton gets one. See if Walton can pull this. Watson pills another one. It's so close. Walton does not win the 1v3, 1v4 almost.
And if there was ever a round for them to win, it was this one. Two
mid.
MP9s. Oh, outstanding in Mexico! Oh my god! Can you believe it? I've never seen that in my life! Wall.
And there's the wallbang. Don't see that one too often, but...
It's not an option. Oh, it pre-fired. Oh, true. 90%, no scope, no problem.
Will still be 3 on this B side. First man dead. And second. 3.
Flexes for a little bit. Now he's going to be making his way over the dark. And around it on Zubok. Get the cross. And a retake. Aware that it may be dark. Oh man, Frosty, he's got it.
He could have managed that economy well.
Oh, pushing grabs. He could have a second if he goes for it. He just pushes out again. This is more. What is that from QB1? He wants it. He wants the game. He wants to be able to save it. QB1 with an ace. One angle. Walking right into the crosshair of Frosty. And he shuts it down. FJ now knows where to look. Frosty finds another. He's not taking any prison. Frosty with a third.
In position. They have me pinned. Weapons hot. Got one. Yeah. He's down. This area is clear.
The last man alive.
He has to go
has
huge.
to clutch us out the 1v3. He's knocked down low from that already. 32 seconds left, and it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Hyenas Unity pick up the final kill and win the Volpid series 3-1 on Inferno.